In this video, we have tried to clone this UI design. This is the final output. First, let us unlock the car by swapping to top. Okay. To lock the car, swap it to down. To control your car using your voice recognition, just need to press this button. Let me charge the car by pressing this black button. It's charging to the maximum percentage. Once charged fully, it's discharged to the default state. So let me turn on a headlight. So the headlights are turned on. We are going to use some asset files under Tesla folder. The color values are picked from Photoshop and it is shown in the Tesla colors class inside the constants folder. The screen is a scaffold, either maybe material. So we need to split the screen into two sections. One is top and another one is bottom. So bottom is for control center and the top one is reserved for the core image. Okay. And before that, we need to give the background color for the scaffold as plaid. And for body, it's basically a column with two children. It's named as core segment, and another one is control center segment. Okay. Core segment and the control center. It's control center. Okay. We'll do that later. As of now, let's import both segments and we are going to work on the backgrounds first. So core segment, let's decorate this container, and before decorating we need to make sure the height of the core segment, it's maximum 2 out of 3. So we need to find the device height, and let's do that by widgets.m height, and it's the total height of the device and divided by 1.5. It can be anything, so just we are doing 1.5. And for decoration, let's use box decoration. And gradients, we are going to use linear gradient. Okay. To use the colors, we are going to fetch the colors that we have picked from the Photoshop, backdrop colors. Okay. So Tesla colors dot backdrop colors. Okay. And it begins alignment dot bottom center. Top center. Okay. But we are missing that black effect, so we need to add black for both sides. It's better, I guess, now. So both are bleeding on the same level. So let's cover the simple parts first. Okay, we are going to use a column that is going to contain three child. Okay, there big text and small text and a car widget. So first, the core is ready to go. So we have not given the width for the container. Widgets.m width. So width of the device. Okay. Text color is given as white, but it's sticking on the top, so we need to give some padding. Let's give 50. Font size, let's give 34. And before that, we need to make sure the font weight is bold. Font weight dot bold. Let's give some padding. So let's give symmetric and horizontal padding for 28. So for text alignment, we need to give center. Text align dot center. Now let me put a new line here. Your car is ready to go. It seems okay. Let me try 40. Fine. But the height from the top edge is little bit higher, so let's make it 70. 65. Fine. Let's name this as title and place it here. Okay, so next we are going to prepare the subtitle. It's actually a chip, so let's name this as model chip. Okay, decoration, Box decoration color, it's a black 26 I guess. Okay, and border radius is, let me give all radius for 90. Okay, let me give the height as 35. It's big, so 30 is okay. And for width we need to make sure it's triple or 4 times longer, 120. So I guess 120 is okay. And for alignment, center, Tesla Model S, so the spacing is not properly given. We can do that by using margin, but we need to adjust the height again. Pretty fine. Okay, seems both are close. Okay, so the next part is the core section. We need to use stack, and let's use it here. So let's return a stack. We are going to stack 2-3 images, one after one. Okay, this image. Okay, we are going to use the Tesla assets class for ease of access. Children, and we need to make sure that alignment is going to be centered. Tesla assets class core. Okay, before that we need to give some padding. Perfect. So I guess both are looking similar. When the headlight button is pressed, we need to make sure 2 images are shown with animation. So one image is the lights and another one is the shadow, the glowing shadow. Okay, we need to use some filters to make the widget glow, to make this widget also glow. Okay, we should not give any specific size here because each and everything is edited on Photoshop. Don't touch that. So let's move this to a new widget which returns the image file, but we need to use Flutter filters here. Okay, which means color filter. Okay, to use color filter dot mode. So we need to give 2 parameters, the color and the blend mode. Source in, source it up, or the top we need to use the light widget, glowing light. Copy this code, rename as lights. We need to blur this image. Okay, so to do that we need to wrap this with the image filter 2.75. Fine, this seems better. So once the headlight is turned on, we need to pass the bool value in this widget. Okay, based on that we need to change 2 states. Everything is turned off and there is no blur, and everything is turned on and a blur is applied on headlight. Okay, this is a simple concept we are going to implement. To control that, actually we need to pause here. First let us check by using a simple floating action button. If it is true, it will be false. If it is false, it will be true. Additionally, we can wrap the car widget with a dark shade. Let's try that also. Darkened car. So we need to use the same codes here. Instead of white, we need to use black. Okay, if headlight is turned on, we need to make sure 0 for easy to access. So if light is on, we need to use this one, and we need to just darken the car. Okay, and for glowing body, animated opacity is on. We need to show filtered image. It's fully shown, otherwise it's not shown. For duration, 1 sec. Okay, let's check this. Perfect. So let's apply the same here. So let's jump into the control center section. Height maximum finite, width maximum finite. We wrap this with the expander. But I think it's not sufficient. Splitted body column with a stack. Okay, As we use stack, we need to give a specific height or m height mobile height divided by 2. We need to remove the expander, just wrap it with a column. You don't need to specify any widgets here. Just to make sure we are giving some space, I have used column. Okay, height is too much, so let me make it as 3. So now we need to fully work on the control center section. To do that, we need to understand what are given here. Headlight button, microphone voice recognition control button, and I guess it is accelerator, but I still don't have any idea. And this is to lock or unlock the car. I hope this indicates the current charge level. So it's a row with 2 children. One is this group of column, and another one is the locker widget. So inside this column, we have 2 sections, the top section and the bottom section. The bottom section is a charging indicator. The top one is 3 buttons. Segment, locker widget. We need to make sure that these widgets are not interfering with our other examples. Part, car segment, part, control center, part, same like that, part of page dot. So every widget is only part of the page widget and nothing can be accessed from any of the example pages. Okay, so right segment is a locker widget. So we need to create a page. It's a part of page dot. Left segment is, it's basically a column with 2 children, top row and a charging indicator. Okay, so we do the same, and the top row is a simple row that is going to contain headlight widget, voice controller. Let me assume this as accelerator. Hope you understand the names. As of now, let me assume this button as air conditioning, AC button. Okay, so all the errors are gone. First, let us take charging indicator. We need to get a basic understanding about this widget. Basically, stack the charge icon is placed on the top, and the indicator levels are shown on the back side, and some wave patterns are used to achieve the waving effects. I have used wave package. The wave widget is given code in the example page. It will look like this vertical container. Okay, so we don't need a vertical container here. We just need to achieve this widget. So to do that, I just rotated to 90 degree. Use some radius. The height is not enough, so 70 is perfect. I think this is perfectly matching. But for colors, so here we can get a similar effects, but the curve radius is not enough. 18 is perfect, I guess. So here you can see the dark blue gradient effect. We can achieve that using a stack without touching the wave effects. Okay, it's going to be complex, so let's make this a stateful widget. So here we need to use stack. It's going to be the bottom, and over the top we need to use icon. In between that we need to use a gradient container. Okay, so we have achieved the dark blue gradient here. The pending task is to place an icon button. We are going to use 2 icon buttons, so here and there. So let's create a common one and use it together. In case you want ink effect, you can wrap this with ink widget and move your functions. On tap is optional, so radius is 18 and splash color is white 70. So now you can see the ink splash effect. Now we don't need to use icon button, the icon itself. So let me post an optional. You may use this action to lock or unlock. We are going to focus the locker widget. So the locker is basically a container with a gradient colors and a single black icon button. That's it. For row, we need to work here. The left segment is going to be put on expanded widget. For buttons row, it's also going to be a large widget. So let's go to the locker widget. So we need to place a black icon button here. Okay, here we need to check the status. If the value is locked, we can use locked like otherwise lock open like that. Okay, we are not going to do any actions with the core segment, so there is no need to pause the values here. So this widget as stateful and we control the values inside the widget. If unlocked, it will be on the top. So if the core is locked, it will be located on the bottom. To do that, alignment, and we use animated container for simple animations. So how we can perform the logging and unlocking functions? You can do that by two ways, by pressing the black icon button or swiping it to the top or bottom. On tab, change lock value function. Is locked, it's going to set as false. So vice versa, the results are going to be changed as per the current values. So let me try this. Fine. We need to move the whole setup into a separate widget, and then we need to use a stack in order to do the draggable actions. Okay. First, we need to find the total height of the parent widget, and for that we need to use layout builder. Return stack alignment is same as the alignment that we have created just now. Final double total height is equal to constraints dot maximum height, and we use a drag dismiss and return. So we can use any key, no dimension or different. Okay, for child. Here we need to give a size box or a container. Okay, let's give size box. So we need width can be anything. So width is not a problem. So we are just going to perform the vertical actions. So we don't need to care about the width. So we just need a height. We need half of the total parent height. Okay, so let's get the height here. The direction we need to choose vertical, and for threshold, so by default is 0.4, but we need to use maximum 0.9 or 9.5 to get a smooth experience. Let's say it's 9. Okay, when the child is dismissed, we need to call a function. That function is already defined. We just need to change the positions so we can reuse the same function here. We need to move this black button from here to the dismissible child. Okay, and we need to give the black icon here. Okay, now it is moving. In case you want to animate this charging values, you can do that. So we try the animation controller method. Animation controller dot forward. Let's say 20 seconds. So we need to wait for let's try with 6.6. Perfectly syncs with the UI voice recorder button with some animations. So to do that, we need to 120, otherwise 100. Okay, if expand 60, otherwise 50. The color of the button is we need to make sure that animation of this button should not affect other buttons. Okay, put all the things in a strict container. This is what I expected. Create a circular container. So this is going to be returned. Oh, this animation is not given by the designer. I just created it myself. I hope you can imagine better than me. Let's design AC control button. Okay, copy the whole code and rename it as AC button. Clicking duration is changed to spinning duration. Of course, we don't need the parent container, that sizes are permanently same. So default height, default width, Tesla color stars, disable gray. So I don't found any matching icons. I'm going to create my own set of bubbles. I defined some grid view, but it's not actual grid view, because actual grid view gives some problems on the alignment. The concept is very simple. The animation controller is going to start from 5 to 1 and 1 to 5 in from 4 seconds. For every second, it's going to change from 1 to 5. Okay, so this is the concept. For every second, we need to find the current level. The current level is equal to the index. Initially, we need to show bottom left dot. This is currently selected. If any bubble is currently selected, it's going to be in gray color. We need to make sure the initial value is 5. We don't need to take it as index. So let's say it's value. Okay, so bubble value. So this will be quite better for you to understand. So the bubble value is 5, so it's basically selected without doing anything. And once the button is pressed, we need to shrink the top left bubble. So the top left button bubble is 4, and then we need to go top right bubble. So top right bubble, its value is 3. So the values are reducing from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So first we started from 5, and then we moved to 4, and then we moved to 3. Okay, 3, and then the last value is 2. So the last value is 2. So watch clearly. Now current value is 5. It's going to be 4, 3, 2, and wait. It's waiting period, and 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have more idea, you can do something better than this animation. The last button is the headlight button. So let's move to that. So the button is here. Okay, I'm not able to find the perfect matching icon. So we have downloaded image icon, asset image, Tesla assets dot headlight icon as white. Okay. When the button is pressed, we need to control the car color. For that, we need. Already we have that in the page segment. That is headlight turned on. Is headlight turned on? Changed. Okay, this is the function. It's going to perform whenever the boolean values change. It's going to reflect here. Okay. Now we need to change the color of the button. So color is headlight turned on, Tesla colors dot headlight red. Otherwise Tesla colors dot disable gray. Okay, here we can change this to animated container and give the duration for 1 second. And for on tap function, let's name this turn on, turn off. Let's return the inverse value of the current value. Fine, it's working. I hope everything is covered. Let's rerun everything from scratch. The light, it's working. Voice record button, AC button, so it's also animating. The next one is locker, unlocked. If we swipe down, it's locked. Finally, the charging waves. It's pressed and charging. It's wait for 10 seconds, I guess. It's discharging to the default value. Please give me some feedbacks on comment section. Thank you.